Bitch, I'm in the.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to Talking Shit. If you were looking for something else, you missed it completely. You skipped over that channel and you found probably one of the best podcasts out there right now, right, Mark?
I mean, not the best. One of the. I mean, yeah, we're up there.
Okay.
We get some great guests. You know, it'd be interesting. I mean, we start our spooky season tonight,
And with a great guest, because
yes.
I know that's what you were talking about. You were like, oh, I wanted to go in the horror genre for coming up for the month of October.
I always do, except for a couple of different ones, like next week and on the 19th. And if we do a military show this month, I haven't decided yet. Other than that,
I see how it is. You make all the decisions.
Yeah, you tell me whatever. I mean, you never know.
I'm just along for the ride, buddy.
Well, normally on that one, the military show, it'll be actually the week after about a week after the Children's Miracle Network show.
Sounds good.
Speaking of the Children's Miracle Network,
yes, sir.
We are collecting donations for the whole month. We're taking them until the 18th of October on Cash App, money sign, TS. I can't speak.
TS Podcast.
Yes, I'm tongue-tied at times. Okay. We're asking just for $1. We're not asking for a whole lot. We're not saying, oh, we want $50 or anything. We just want $1. If you can spare more than $1, that's great too. But
and special thanks to those who have already donated. A couple of our previous guests have donated, and a couple of our viewers have currently donated, and we appreciate that, guys. We're going to put it all together, and then on the 19th, we're going to tell everybody before we hand that over how much was raised, and then we'll end up turning that over to the Children's Miracle Network. So hopefully we could do something really, really amazing and be like, hey, here's, $400, $500, $600 or whatever. To us, it doesn't matter if you donate $1. It's every dollar counts. So that's why I said, hey, Mark, why don't we just ask everybody for $1? I think that makes more sense than to be like, hey, you want to donate like $5 or $10? If you want to, that's fine. $1.
Yeah, we're not asking for a whole lot.
Oh, Mark. So tonight,
except for Steven, we're asking like $50 from him. That's all.
Well, it's because he owes us. Tonight, you talked about a little bit of horror, and you went out and you got us a guest. And where did you find this guest?
Well, I found him because the director and producer and whatever, I don't know if he's in the movie or what, but he reached out to me and he wanted to us to showcase some of his
absolutely
actors. So this actor, he's from the movie Blood Loss. He also had a small stint on SVU, and I pointed that out to my wife the day that I watched it. I'm like, dude, he was on the show. She was like, no. Yeah. So, but I'm going to bring him on. His name is...
and not butcher his name. You got this.
Krystian Bester. Did I do it right?
You did it right. You did it.
Hey.
Great job.
He did it right. He did it right.
You got it.
Too easy, bro. Too easy.
Yeah, you've seen me mess up easier stuff.
Well, Krystian, thank you so much for joining us this evening here on Talking Shit. Talking about the show, because you were previously a member of this show once before on a big panel with a gentleman named Anthony Ciamano.
Yes.
I hope I didn't butcher that one, Mark.
Yeah, you could have butchered it.
And you did a movie with him.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that. What was that?
So it's a Friday the 13th fan film. In the movie, I'm Jason and I'm Detective Hawthorne. So two
You got a
roles.
dual role?
Yeah, dual role.
Two paychecks?
No, not two paychecks. He condensed it into one. It was good.
Okay.
But no, we shot last year. Things weren't really working out with how it looked, and we kept some of the stuff, but we kind of pivoted and looked at Anthony and Mandy looked at different ways to just make it better, and we had some more people join the cast, and then we shot for I think a week. It was like 6 days, 2 months ago. So I was there for all 6 days. Anthony slept maybe like 2 hours a day, not even, maybe an hour a day. It was rough, but we got it done, and he's showing me some of the stuff, and it's looking pretty cool.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. When do you guys think that that will release? Do we have any idea?
So
They do have
November 16th.
Oh, okay, cool. So I couldn't remember it because I know Anthony had told us a date, and he said, but we have had problematic problems, basically.
Well, yeah, it was like that.
Pushed.
Yes, he actually released something on it the other day that stated that they're doing a release and a red carpet release type thing.
Cool, very good.
Yeah, up in Rochester.
Yeah.
So most of the cast will be there. It's gonna be a fun time. We'll have like a panel afterwards, a Q&A. And
the best part is we're gonna have a panel on here at the end of the month too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Anthony and some of the other cast members, but I wanted to showcase Anthony wanted to showcase some of you guys more.
Yeah, I saw Cliff was coming. Clifton
yes,
was coming on next.
Clifton is coming on. He's actually the Thursday before the Children's Miracle Network show.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
And then we have what the hell's his name? Dude.
Don't mess it up, Mark.
No, it's not that. I got to remember his name because I have.
While you're looking at that,
Tom Glavin.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's going to be in Killer Pizza.
Yeah,
so.
he's going to be on here in 2 weeks.
Oh, cool! That's awesome.
I have no idea who these people are. I just asked.
Tom Glavin was on Creep Show.
Yeah,
okay.
So
you will understand it once you get to doing some of your homework.
Yeah.
You don't study for these kinds of shows, dude. You just.
I do look their stuff. I do look their stuff up to see what they've been in. That's about it. Everything else I make up.
He's off the cuff. Let me ask you what else have you done, or how did you get your start? Let's start there. How did you get your start into wanting to be an actor in that?
So I'm relatively new. I started last year, and I always wanted to do it, and it was kind of one of those things where, I was in the Marine Corps, didn't do it during the Marine Corps, got out, started a family. It just wasn't the right time, and then just last year I was like, fuck it. Let me just go on a backstage, look up some stuff. Got one thing, and then the ball just started rolling. I got really lucky getting like SVU and an agent. It all kind of just like worked out perfectly,
I think I just told my wife that I was going to try my hand at acting.
You should.
Everybody says that car sales guys, though, they don't make good movie actors. They don't make good actors or whatever. I don't sell cars, though.
Why?
I sell toys.
You're bullshitter. So it's...
Yeah, I was going to say, you bullshit. You like to tell people, you like to act like you're selling stuff. The damn things sell themselves, really.
I'm still waiting on you to buy one, Mark.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen. I'm leaving Florida, remember?
I know.
I think I'm leaving Florida.
We'll
I
see.
can't seem to find a freaking house. Before we go any further, I'd like to tell Stephen and Alyssa happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, guys.
This
The
is their second or
17th year as a married couple.
probably together, but 2 years married, I think it is.
Very good. Very good. Steven
And
just looks like he's been married for 17 years.
Alyssa, I feel sorry for you. Anyways,
Moving right along, sir. Oh man. So SVU, how was that? How did you get that part, and how was it doing that?
It was I got my agent. It was the second time that I auditioned for a Law and Order, and you get them from your agent because they don't have open casting calls. It only goes through the agents on Actors Access. And I did the audition. Didn't think I got it because the dates were like, I forget what the dates were, but it was like 16th to the 19th that they're filming, or that was like the window for that episode for my role. And then it was already the 16th. And then, so I was like, all right, I didn't get it. Me and my wife and the kids, we went to the Poconos, and I got a call right when we got to the hotel, and my agent's like, hey, you booked it. And I was like, awesome. She's like, well, you need your social security right now and all this other paperwork. And I was like, well, that's in Boston. She's like, well, then drive back right now. So I had to literally go get it. So I had to drive back 6 hours just to get, because they have to do all this paperwork for the SAG and everything. But it was, and then we filmed 3 days later, and it was crazy. It was the first day was in the Bronx. They blocked off all the streets. I met, I was in scenes with Mariska Hargitay and Ice-T, and got to hang out with them, and it was a really fun time.
I like Ice-T. Is he a nice person when you get to be around him, or is he? He's like
the typical. He's so nice, and the dad jokes just don't stop.
Now, speaking of dad jokes, didn't he have family on that on SVU at one point?
I think he did. I think his daughter was in, or his wife was in an episode. Yeah.
Just to show people that he was actually on there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mariska Hargitay was so nice. Everyone was just great. It was, I didn't feel unwanted. I didn't feel it was such a nice set. And afterwards, because it was the season finale. So when my part was done, everyone came up and they were like, hey, Krystian Bester's wrapped up for the season. Like, I've been on it for the whole time. Everyone's clapping.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're like, do I get to come back? Or
yeah, I was like, call me back. And I got lucky because I was one of the ESU officers, and they tend to reuse them. So
okay, so future episodes, because they're revamping one of the SVUs, I think, aren't they?
Criminal
Minds just moved to Peacock.
Criminal Minds, that's one. But it's the it's the one with
not Criminal Minds. It's Organized Crime.
Organized Crime. Yeah, it's on Peacock, and I can't. I like that. I actually like that show. I was sad when they put it over on Peacock, because right now I don't have Peacock.
Yeah, I actually did an audition for it, and I was really confused because there was so much swearing in the script, and so I was like, oh, and then
I think it'll be better.
Yeah, it's stated that now it's going to be like TVMA.
Yeah. Well, it's like when they put Criminal Minds over on Paramount Plus. Yeah. It was with them saying fuck and shit, and they're doing all this other good stuff. I love it.
Oh my God! It's Anthony Ciamano.
Yeah. See,
who's that guy?
See, in about 20 minutes, you get to pick out of the people that you'd like to play against.
Oh, nice!
You get to pick one person.
Who's on here now? Listen, Ruckus was he had a thing going, man. I think he only missed like one, didn't he? For Florida, not Florida. Yeah. So we called him he's the unsung champion of the Florida, not Florida trivia game. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. The stories are the stories. Today. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I love to hear that. He's going to go 5-0, just like I did with you guys.
On Cliff's up there too.
Yes, Cliff. He said he would be watching after he got out of work. Like I said,
Cliff, we roomed we rented a cabin during Blood Loss, and yeah. Well,
so where all did you guys film Blood Loss at?
It was in, I think it was called Middletown. I forget where. It was like upstate New York, far away from New York City. I forget the town's name. Anthony could probably write it down, but it was in the middle of nowhere. There was like one time I had like a 2-hour break and I went to get a breakfast sandwich and I got lost and I ended up in this Amish village. And
best place to get a sandwich.
It was like creepy. Oh. It was the whole village, and they knew I wasn't didn't belong, so everyone was just like staring at me. I was like, Jesus.
So that was in Bloomberg, New York. And I think when Anthony was on the show, when you guys were all on the show, didn't he say something about like you guys he had to pay for like the forest or something like that at the campsites. Yeah.
So we filmed back at that campsite. So Anthony booked it again. They were really nice. They let us use, they had this like little shed where it's an office, and that was like the detective's office, the cop's office. And we definitely used more areas throughout the campground this time. And
very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. What other projects? I know we talk about the SVU, we talk about Blood Loss. What other projects? And I know that we talked before the show. I know you got stuff coming up, but what do you have in the works or coming up that you can talk about, and maybe something you can't talk about, but you want to kind of just be like, hey.
Sure. So I have with Anthony, we're doing Boredom and Bloodshed, which is he's doing like a little series of shorts, and he called me up one day. It was actually during his podcast. He just asked me, "Hey, would you do the first one?" And so I don't know how much I could actually talk about that one. He's probably going to say NDA. So I don't know. But
he hasn't said it yet.
So basically, I'm the bad guy, and I get to kill a bunch of people.
So you like playing the bad guy, huh?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
I like playing the bad guys sometimes. So
you play the asshole very well.
And then there's Killer Pizza. I'm in Killer Pizza. I'm an asshole cop. So
can we talk a little bit about Killer Pizza?
I don't know. I know that. Yeah, sure.
Hell, they're going to talk about it at the end of next month anyway. So you can talk a little bit about it at least.
Yeah.
Can we get a little synopsis?
Well, I know it's it's basically about a pizza that gets possessed, and it tells the pizza delivery boy like to do bad things, or it kills people. Anthony has to. I haven't got the script yet. I know the synopsis. I know what I'm doing, and it has like Al Burke in it, the wrestler Al Burke. There's Nancy Ann Ritter, Tom Glavine. There's just it's a really nice cast.
Yeah, Al Burke was supposed to be on next week, but we were supposed to leave to go somewhere, and that one got sort of messed up.
Oh, really? Is he going to come back on?
He'll be on at the end of next month.
Oh, nice.
Along with Anthony and them. I'd like for him to come back on. By himself too.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I did one of the Anthony's podcasts. I did it with Al. It was a good time.
Chink says, "Wait, what's it called? Pizza what?
Killer Pizza.
Killer Pizza."
Mm-hmm. So those are the two with Anthony that I'm doing. The projects I'm doing with Anthony, and then I just finished up a project called "Do You Remember Me?" It was this regional Emmy award-winning documentary director. She decided to make a feature about her sexual assault that happened in college, and it was
wow.
And I was honored to get the role of the police officer that or the security guard that found her, helped her, brought her to the hospital, And so it was it was tough because you could see how emotional she's getting during the scenes, and she had to like step out. But I think it turned out really well, and we made her proud. So,
well, that's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Alyssa, you hear my dog in the background whining.
Oh, and I just got cast, which we talked about. I'll be in a comedy finally. So I'm actually going tomorrow on set for the first day.
And we can't talk about it, but when we get you back on the show, we're going to talk about it more. Yeah,
I think after filming, it's gonna. I have to ask them. They called me Friday. I got it from my one of my acting coaches from Boston. They've been planning this for, I think it was in pre-production since like 2019, and they needed and they needed a best man for like the antagonist. And I'm supposed to be like this dumb like best man. It's funny. It's gonna be good.
Okay. We're not allowed to know what it's called yet because I'm sure that they'll change the name of the project.
Exactly.
It's kind of like what they did with Friday the 13th. Originally, I don't think that it was named Friday the 13th. What was it originally, Mark? When it was all secretive before it was Friday the 13th? Camp Killer or something like that?
Camp Blood, I think it was called.
Really?
I can't remember. It's been a while since I've.
Before it was called Friday the 13th. Like the directors and all them, they kept everything on the low. So, and there's somebody that might know the answer to that.
Yes,
too.
And of course, I can't forget that I'm lucky enough to be involved with Laugh with Peter.
I can't wait to see that movie when it comes out. Peter has told us a lot about it, and eventually one day we'll actually have Peter back on here. Oh, wait a minute. He'll be back on the 19th for a short period of time.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna pop in and say hi to everybody.
Yeah, we're inviting people that we've had on in the past back on the show just for the Children's Miracle Network, just to help us out, trying to promote it a little bit. And
we're going to make everybody that comes on the show do a little 5-minute comedy.
And everyone that's out there, make sure to tune into The Death of Snow White.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That one I can't wait for. Speaking of Death of Snow White, Jason Brooks will be on the 19th also.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yes.
I think we tried to get the top tier star out of that film too, but we
hey, no, hold up. I'm not done. Chill.
Oh.
You know how that works. Come on.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, there's a lot more that I got to remember who they are and what,
Krystian, we're not allowed to talk about it though.
We have a couple of comedians that'll be on. We'll actually have we'll have our third member of Talking Shit will be with us for the whole 3 hours.
That's awesome.
Bryce Tucker. He comes and goes when he pleases,
That dude's funny as hell. He's funny. He's funny.
And then we got a bunch of people. It's just Amber Brooke will be on. We just got a bunch of other ones.
It's not Amber Brooke anymore. She just got married.
Oh no, I don't remember her new name. Come on, dude. I had it wrote down everybody's name, but I just gotta find it. But I'm trying to get them on for like 15 minutes or so, and have a little bit of talk with them. Let people see. We're gonna do it live from Walmart itself. The show
in the parking lot of a Walmart, where there's gonna be a bunch of cars and stuff. So I'll probably walk around and we'll look at some
next to his
hot
wife's food
trucks
trucks.
like that.
When's this?
October 19th.
October the 19th.
Oh wow.
So that's going to be our live show for.
If you want to tune in, and you're on and you've got your camera ready, Mark asked you if you want to pop in. You just pop in and say hi to everybody and tell everybody who you are, basically, and hey, donate to this cause. And we tell everybody to do a little research on it. It's a great cause, the Children's Miracle Network organization. Who was the guy that you said was a big part of that? John Schneider.
Yep.
The original Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's one of the founding members of it. One of them.
Somebody I'd love to get on the show as well, Mark.
I'm trying. You can only do so much.
Well, you talk to Krystian because Krystian knows people now.
I'll call Ice-T. I'll be like,
he's gonna call Ice-T. Hey, John Schneider.
Hell, having Ice-T on the show would be awesome. But
everybody we have on the show has been absolutely fantastic. You guys, you guys are what makes the show, man. So it's not. I mean, I want it to be about us. It's not about us. It's about you guys. It's about what you're doing, and we want people to know who you are. We want people to follow you. So we always ask, hey, if you want to drop your socials and stuff like that, if you do TikTok lives or anything, or all your projects that you have coming up, whatever you do want people to know about, just make sure that we talk about them so that people can start following that. It looks like Jinx is ready for the Killer Pizza movie. So she was, did you guys read that? She was born on Friday the 13th. That's scary.
Really?
Yeah. That's why she said, hence the name Jinx.
Jinx 13. Yep.
Yep. Matthew White says it is a very good cause. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. Oh, dude, that's right. That's who he played.
Yeah, we have. Hold on. Let's see here. If people wanted to just, right there in the corner, up there in the right-hand corner, we have the QR code. If you want to just take a snapshot of that and send us, we'd be happy to take it.
I'm going to make Mark lose a bet so that he has to donate like $50. We're doing a $50 bet we're against his Michigan football team. He's a big Lions fan. Absolutely, we are.
Oh, if we're going to do the Lions, that's a different story. I mean, you said Michigan.
You didn't say Detroit fan.
Yes, I'm also a Michigan Wolverine fan.
I'll take Michigan in the next game. I'll take Michigan in their next game.
I'll do a bet that I'll win the Florida.
Florida, not Florida?
Yeah. If I don't win, I'll send you guys $50.
So there's going to be 5 questions. So to win, you've got to get what? What are we going to say? 3 out of 5?
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. If you can get 3 out of 5, you don't have to donate. If you want to donate, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, we won't argue if you want to donate anyway. But,
Yep.
Mark's got some great questions for Florida, not Florida, and that is coming up here in just a few minutes. Before we do that, what do you do? What do you do for fun? What do you like to do? Do you game?
He's got kids, so he doesn't got no fun.
Yeah, I have no time, honestly. If it's not work, my wife's in school right now for sonography too.
Okay. She's gonna type in the courtroom. She's gonna be that lady.
Okay, that's it. Everyone says it. It's when the doctors that radiology.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they give the radiologist the readings. So.
Oh, cool.
We're working together right now because this movie came up, going on set tomorrow, and I'm supposed to be looking after the kids, and we have to figure out how to, get a baby.
You got it. You get to manage the time well somehow. Yeah. I don't know how you're going to do it.
Spending time with family and just relaxing sometimes, that's.
It's a tough field of study, Alyssa says.
Yeah.
She said she almost went down that road. My wife was looking at something about cleaning instruments for hospitals. You know anything about this? I don't know what that shit's called, but
about what?
Cleaning the instruments for surgery,
sanitizing them
and stuff like that.
Well, you put them. They put them in the thing now, and it sanitizes them.
She was looking at that. She was like, "Look, I could be a traveling one of those people."
Oh yeah,
and they actually make great money too.
Yeah, they do.
But you want to take a break, listen to some music for about a few minutes, and then come back and play the game?
Sure.
All right, go get your drink. Go use the restroom. I think we're going to have about a 3-minute break, boys.
Awesome.
What are you playing,
actually,
Mark?
about 250. We're gonna play.
We got a 3-minute break.
We're gonna play "Louisiana Water" by Southern Outlaw Band.
Fantastic band, love them.
Yes.
See you guys in a couple of minutes.
I'm going back, Louisiana, where the voodoo breathes. Met a Creole priestess on the streets of New Orleans. Louisiana, water's gonna save me. Louisiana, liquor can't kill. Louisiana, daughter's gonna love me. Might even drink their fill. On her way down Bourbon Street, she handed me a flask. She said there's chartreuse in there, better make it last. Louisiana, water's gonna save me. Louisiana, liquor can't kill. Louisiana, daughter's gonna love me. Might even drink their fill. Next thing I remember, I'm in the swamp to my waist. And the chartreuse that she gave me was all that I could take. Louisiana, water gonna save me. Louisiana, liquor can't kill. Louisiana, daughter's gonna love me. Might even drink their fill. Louisiana, water's gonna save me. Louisiana, liquor can't kill. Louisiana, daughter's gonna love me. Might even drink their fill.
There you go. That was Louis. Shit. Words are hard. Okay, I'm sorry. Louisiana Water by Southern Outlaw Band. They're actually a good band. They like to cover. They got a few covers. If you like their stuff, you can find them on Spotify, YouTube, and all the other fun stuff that you can listen to music on.
That Southern Outlaws band, they're really a cool band too, man. Really down.
I totally forgot to say something too about Blood Loss. That for I think we have like 6 or 7 days left that you could buy premiere tickets for Rochester for the thing on the Indiegogo. So there's still seats left, and most of the cast is going to be there, so it'll be a fun time.
Okay, very cool. So that's for Blood Loss, you said, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Is there a website or something like that they can? Is it just in? Is it just like GoFundMe or not GoFundMe?
It's Indiegogo.
Indiegogo.
Yeah, if Anthony's still on here, if you could just post that, and then they'll.
Anthony probably jumped off because he didn't want to play the game.
Chicken. Well, let's find out who wants to play the game against Krystian.
Let's go.
Any volunteer? Let's wait for it. Hang on. Give him a second.
Yeah, there's a 10-second.
There's a little delay, so let's find out if we can get a player to play against you.
If not, you got to play against Brian.
Nice, easy.
I don't know the answers, so.
Yeah, I don't tell him anything about this stuff.
I know, and I try to send him stuff, and he's like, "Meh." All right, Mark.
Well,
Just make sure you read the card first and then explain it. Like,
I know. Instead of like what I did last week, I went over.
You're all stumbly.
Yeah, when I first start reading stuff off, I get stumbly over the words, and then I'll start correcting myself, and then the first question's normally messed up. But I'm getting better at it.
I believe, and I'm going to check this real quick while we're waiting to see if anybody wants to play real quick. I wanted to look up blood loss on Facebook real quick and just see if I can find that page.
If you go on Anthony's Facebook,
I got to go on Anthony's Facebook, right?
Yeah,
I know I've seen it somewhere for it.
Yeah, I get shit for it all the time.
Yeah, you guys should. I know that's a long way from Florida, but
I'm getting ready to move, so it's kind of hard for me to do that. I'm actually leaving Florida.
Where are you going?
I'm trying to move to Kentucky if I can find a damn house.
Really?
Yes.
One of my good friends from the Marine Corps lives in Kentucky, Lowville. Well, no, Shepherd. He lives in Shepherdsville, which is next to Lowville.
That was one of the areas that we were looking at, but everything seems to be. Every time we find a house, it's something's wrong with it, and it's like okay.
Okay. Viral Venom. Oh yeah, Beatrice is in that movie with you guys too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ari Lehman, Beatrice,
Clifton Taylor.
The only woman to play Freddie's mom and Jason's mom.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really freaking cool.
She was great. We had so much. There was one scene we were doing at like 3 a.m, and we couldn't stop laughing. We were all tired, but it was like a kind of the only like kind of funny scene in the whole movie, and she could not stop laughing. We ended up. I think it took us like 2 hours for that scene.
She was great on the show too, like being able to just talk to her and stuff. I mean, she was so laid back, and asking her like how she got into horror, because I guess her mom and dad, or her dad, one of them was like super like churchy and stuff like that. And then when she got this part, they were like, no. Yes. So if you go to Facebook and put in Friday the 13th blood loss movie, it will come up, and then you can click the link there as well. So Friday the 13th blood loss movie. There is I've got a poster here for it on one page, and then I go back. I screwed up.
See what happens.
I was trying to find an actual link. Let's go to Anthony's page.
Yeah.
Anthony. All right. Is anybody ready to play? Matt, you want to play this game?
Who wants to play against Krystian? Florida or not Florida?
Find the Florida man. Florida.
There we go. Anthony just put
there. You know what?
You're on. Now you're playing the game.
Yeah. I guess Anthony's playing against you.
Yep.
All right, Anthony. You got this.
And Matt.
Oh, Matt's playing too. All right. So I got 3 players. Let's go. All right. Hang on. Let me write everybody's names down. All right. So I got Anthony. Matt.
How this goes is when after I'm done, you guys say what you think it is. If you guys can, if it's not Florida and you think that you know the state, you can actually say the state name, and you might get an extra point if you're correct. If it is not Florida, you'll see this. If it's Florida, you'll see this.
Nice.
Okay, so it's very easy. Mark's going to read a card. All you have to do is tell us, did it happen in Florida or not Florida? I'm just making sure that everybody in the crowd here is ready to roll.
Okay, here's the first one is going to be the easiest. I don't see anybody getting this one wrong. All right,
it's not me.
because I thought it was the funniest. Not the charge itself, but the aftermath. Man arrested on sex trafficking. When they searched his house, they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil and Vaseline.
Did that happen in Florida? Or did that happen in not Florida?
Where does he live?
Anthony says it's Florida. So Anthony says it's Florida. Where does who live, sir?
Wait, could you repeat that? Am I thinking of the same thing?
Probably so. Read
Yeah,
it again.
okay.
Read it again, Mark. Read it again.
I know who you're
Well,
talking.
I'm not saying where. I'm saying, okay, there's two things that you can get on this one.
Yeah.
One is you could say Florida, and you could be right, but
Or you might
I'm not. But the person that you're thinking of has more than just one
That's
home.
what I'm saying.
But the home that this was found in,
Okay, I'm gonna
that's
say.
what.
I'm gonna say
Anthony.
Florida.
Anthony's switching to
New Jersey.
California, I think. Okay, so Anthony's going to say California, not Florida. Okay. Matt's got Florida. Matt? Are you sticking with Florida? Let's just make sure.
God, where?
All right, Krystian. Krystian, what do you think? Florida or not
I think
Florida?
it's Miami. Miami,
What?
Florida.
Think it's Florida? All right.
I
And the answer is?
in the article I read,
Yeah.
it stated, as I know him as Puff Daddy, it was not his Florida home.
Oh, damn
It was his California home.
Anthony on
Look
the
at
board with 2 points.
Anthony's on Google right away. I know.
Oh, don't cheat, Anthony. Come on. Anthony's right there with 2 points, though. He's got the state and he got the, not Florida. So it's 2-0.
Woman
All right.
throws steak knife at man after he left her at the bar.
Florida. This sounds like Florida. Yeah. I'll say
Okay,
Florida.
so Christian's going Florida. Where you at, Matt? And Anthony, where you say Florida as well? So let me write this down. I got Anthony at Florida. I got Krystian at Florida. Matt is Florida. So I got 3 Floridas, Mark. It happened in Florida. Everybody gets a point.
Flagler County. He got pissed off at her because she wanted to stay longer, and he left her at the bar to find her own way home. When she got home, she got pissed off because he was sleeping. She woke him up fighting, and one thing led to another. She started chucking those damn knives at him.
I really need to call my friend and check on him. Mark, you okay?
I don't go to the bars anymore, remember?
Oh.
Woman arrested trying to sneak her 4-foot boa constrictor onto the airplane in a bag.
Okay, Florida.
You think this happened in Florida?
Boa constrictor. No, you guys have pythons.
I mean, boa constrictor, python, but it's.
They're mating. They're making a new species.
Yeah, Florida.
All right, Krystian with a Florida. Anthony says Florida, and Matt says not Florida. If you say not Florida, any guess where you want to tell us it may have happened, Matt? Georgia, North Carolina, New Mexico.
Oh, hell, it could be anywhere in the United States.
Yeah.
Or not.
Did you only do the U.S.?
Yeah, I only did.
All right, so I've got a not Florida and 2 Floridas, my guy. Where did it happen, Mark? It happened in Florida. Krystian back on the board. We're 2-4-1. Anthony's up 4 points. Matt at 1. Krystian with 2.
All right.
Left. Let's get it.
Woman kisses dying boyfriend after begging everybody to tell the cops he stabbed himself in the chest.
What?
A woman stabbed her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
When they called the cops, she begged them to say he stabbed himself. She kissed him
That's called murder.
Well, yeah, I know that. She was kissing him, and when the cop showed up, she was kissing him.
Like making out, like full
Yeah,
time.
trying to. Yeah, trying to. I guess.
I'll say not Florida, but New York.
Not Florida, New York. Okay. New York. I got one for New York. Matt, where you at? Matt thinks it might be Florida again. So do you want to go with that, Matt? Or Anthony, I'm sorry. I'm waiting on Matt's answer still. Matt says not Florida. He thinks it happened in Georgia. And Matt or Anthony, I'm waiting on your answer, your final answer. Not Florida. Okay, so I got a not Florida, I got a Georgia, and I got a New York. So all not Floridas.
Okay, it was not New York.
And it was not Florida.
Right.
Did it happen in Georgia?
No, Wisconsin.
Ah, okay. Wisconsin.
So everybody got a point there. All right. How many you got left? 2? 1? You got 1 left.
1.
Okay.
Oh, boy. You got to get this one, Krystian. You got to get it.
2 men were arrested in an insurance scam from frostbite. Had their legs amputated. The reason why that they were a scam is because they used dry ice.
Oh, so it didn't happen.
Dude, I know this.
Oh.
This is old, right?
It's older, yes.
Yeah.
Anthony saying not Florida.
No.
Matt and Krystian.
Yeah, it's
that's fine. Take your time. We're fine.
I'm gonna say not Florida, Michigan.
Krystian wants to go Michigan. Is it because that's where Mark's from? It sounds like Mark's family would put him up there.
I used to live there.
Oh, dude.
Matt says he read that. His damn memory sucks.
Yeah, I read it too. I remember.
Not Florida. Matt's going not Florida. Any guesses, guys? I got 3 not Floridas.
What's the score?
I got Krystian with Michigan. I got Matt with a not Florida. Any guess where? I'll let you know here in a minute.
All right.
Let's see if Matt and Anthony want to give me a New York, Kansas, Minnesota. Ooh, Minnesota. Anthony thinks New York. And Matt thinks North Carolina. Okay, so North Carolina. Did you say Michigan for real?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I told you.
Was it Michigan?
Okay.
No, it's not Michigan. I can tell you.
Where did it happen, Mark?
Well, first off, of course, it's
not
Florida. So that's a good thing. West Virginia.
So you did get the points, but you didn't beat Anthony. Anthony got you because he knew the California answer. That's the only reason he got
Googled P. Diddy's house. Yeah.
6.
Well, I mean,
4.
technically, you could have went with in between 3 answers for that one: California, New York, or Miami. Those are the 3 places he lives. But they only found
he have he has one in the Bahamas or something, or
that don't count. That's not here in the United States.
Oh, Anthony cheated. He's been disqualified. Anthony has been disqualified. So then it just comes down to Krystian and Matt. And the winner is Krystian with 4. It's barely etching out Matt. Matt got 3.
Sorry, Matt.
So
I'm just that good, man.
Matt says someone has to be the bottom pillar. You got to hold everybody else up.
And Anthony, we will be playing the game again when you guys are on.
No cheating.
No cheating, Anthony.
No cheating.
Yeah, he has to put his phone down for that one.
All right.
But I'm definitely still going to donate because I think that's a great cause. So
Thank you, Krystian. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
and I'm definitely going to try to get on October 16th. October 16th, right?
No, the
19th.
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 Yeah,
Mark
it's a
your
Saturday.
calendars.
Oh, perfect.
Anthony 100% says, I'm looking forward to a chance at redemption. I love it. I love it.
See, for cheat. Hold up. Wait a minute. For cheating, Anthony, you should donate to the cause.
Mhm.
Oh, he's going to. He's already going to. You
Yeah.
already know he will. Anthony's a good dude. He's already said, yeah, I'll take care of it. Put that thing back in the corner so he can scan it real quick.
Oh, I planned on putting it back in the corner.
All right, listen. On the 19th.
The cause is Children's Miracle Network. We are we're doing a live show on the 19th, but we're collecting until the 18th and giving the money to the Children's Miracle Network on the 19th. And we're just asking for $1 donation or whatever you feel is, you want to donate. On Cash App, it's $ST podcast. And
TS podcast.
What did I
Don't
say?
mess this up. ST.
What did I say? Yeah, well, I was looking at the S first. Yeah, don't listen to me. Whatever on the screen, listen to that one.
Scan the QR code. I think it'll take you right there.
Yes,
Mark gets the alerts. Mark gets the alerts, and he will shoot you a message that says thank you for your donation. And we need to figure out something to give away that day. We need to figure out something, guys, to make it enjoyable for the folks that are watching, that are tuned in.
Well,
and the
besides a T-shirt, we're going to donate a T-shirt. We're going to give away a T-shirt that day too. But we got to figure out something else that we want to do, since it'll be close to our 100th episode as it is.
That's awesome.
So if anybody has any ideas, we'd love to hear them. If you guys want to give us a hand with that too, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Let's get back into talking with Krystian. Krystian, you're a busy man, and we don't want to hold you up all night, and we appreciate your time.
Well, thank you for having me. This was
absolutely. We know you from.
That would be great.
What's that? Did I miss something? I'm missing something.
Anthony said he has a few blood loss shirts you can donate. That would be awesome.
There you go. You want to do some giveaways on that, Anthony, and we'll figure out a way to incorporate those into the live show. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
and we'll try to get people to put them on, and we'll take some photos, post them up on the site and everything. If you're good with that.
Just get with me, Anthony, after the show, and we'll talk.
Give him a minute.
I forgot that I have the actual original mask that I wore for blood loss.
Oh, that thing's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick.
That. It looks like it was burnt.
Yeah.
Who made it?
Anthony knows. Anthony did a lot of the coloring and everything, but it was molded by, I don't want to butcher anyone's name or say the wrong person.
That's how we feel sometimes.
Yeah. Give somebody else credit for it,
Anthony knows who did it. He'll give us the answer here in a minute. So you have kids. Are you looking forward to getting them into the field? Do you want them to do something?
I don't know.
Like
my daughter, my eldest, she's 11. She's like, I want to try like theater, and I was like, that's awesome. I wish I started younger, but then I also think maybe things wouldn't have panned out how they're panning out right now if I started earlier. So I think it just worked out for me. But whatever they want to do, I'm not going to pressure them into it. But they don't seem that interested because I'm not in any like kid shows or I'm like, well, you can watch what I'm in right now.
We're gonna do the Blues Clues reboot.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Dad's gonna be in the Blues Clues reboot. He's taking Steve's spot.
Yep. You got my hair.
Steve, hold on, wait a minute. It's Joe, or is it?
No, it's Steve.
Steve was the original, then went to Joe, and then now it's somebody else. And
didn't they fire Steve because he started balding?
I think
No, they
I
didn't
think
fire him. He left because I thought he started a band or something like that.
Oh,
and he
really?
wanted to
No,
focus more
he
on
wanted
music.
actually, to let you know, he wanted to do more acting on top of what he was doing. He was actually on WWE as a lawyer, a scripted lawyer.
Really?
Really?
Yep.
I
Yes.
didn't know that either. Fun facts.
Yeah.
Fun
Yeah.
facts.
Work with the facts. That's all.
He quit to go to school, and then probably to do more. He was sad when people were telling him they thought he was dead and stuff like that. But once he joined, he did something, and people are just starting to tell him, "Hey, look, Steve, I got into college. I left my husband. My life is back together." Like they were talking to the person that was doing the show.
Huh.
Dude,
And
my
he
daughter,
thought-
I remember my oldest daughter, Mark, when Steve got replaced, came to us bawling.
Sad.
And my wife had to pull me to the side because I was laughing because I didn't know it was that serious. And I thought, what is going on here? It's
I didn't.
a TV show.
Yeah, I normally never really watched Blue's Clues, but I watched it when Steve left and Joe came on. I watched that episode just to see how they were going to do it.
Was it
So
different? I didn't see.
He taught people sign language and other languages also. He was a little bit different. I thought Steve was better at acting as it was, and yeah, it was just all around better with Steve, I think. But that's just me.
See, growing up, we had like Blues Clues, all that, and like my kids grew up like listening to Coco Melon nonstop.
I don't even know what it is. Like I got no clue what the Coco Melon is. All I know is like
just songs on repeat, man.
Yes. I don't forget Baby Shark. You know.
Yeah, Baby Shark.
That was a big one. My daughter watches. I can't remember the name of the show right now. And my daughter's 24 years old, and she watches kid shows. It's the Dogs.
Blues Clues.
No.
The Dogs.
Yeah. There's a mom and dad.
No, not Blues Clues. It's Bluey.
Bluey. Yeah.
I heard something about like if a dog watches it, like the dogs will get really focused on it because of the coloring or something like that.
Really?
I don't know how true that is. I don't know. I don't watch the show, so I'm gonna have to find out from parents that have animals. Like, does your dog focus in on this show?
Shit. Now I'm gonna have to watch it and make my dog watch it with me just to see.
My kids watched it so much they started speaking with a British accent because it was. I was like, all right, we need to turn this off. All right, this is
before you got your hat into acting. What were you doing before all that?
I'm still. We have a family business. We've been manufacturing medical instruments.
Oh,
so yeah,
things that my wife needs to go and sanitize.
Yeah, exactly. We don't do sanitizing, so yeah.
Do medical equipment, medical instruments like for
surgeries, like scalpels and like sutures and stuff like that. Yeah.
How long has that been a family business?
My dad started like 86.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's good. That's good. You're going to keep it going. Dad's still running the place, or?
Dad, unfortunately passed away about a year and a half ago.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. But I got brothers, and it's me and my mom. So I do all this sale. That's why it's easy to do the acting things too, because I do a lot of sales and like marketing. So I don't need to be there, even though I know how to work on the machines. But like, it's easier to be like, hey, I'm not going to be here for a week because of this gig, because it's a family business.
Right.
I would definitely have already been fired from a regular job. I don't know how some of these actors do it, just because, like I said, I got a call Friday that, hey, you have to be there on Tuesday for a full day, and then like a couple other days, and it's
just call out sick.
Yeah.
Who's going to know? I mean, until they see you on TV.
Yeah, until they see
Then they're like, wait a minute. When did he film this?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. When did you have time?
Yeah. What the hell? So family owned business. That's really cool. What's the name of the business? Do you want to shout it out?
Lab Medical Manufacturing.
Lab Medical?
Yep. Manufacturing.
Yep. And where's that based out of?
We have in Boston, and then we just opened up a place in South Carolina like 3-4 years ago.
Okay. Is
Nice.
one of the family members going to run that one in South Carolina, or
No, we have a plant manager over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really cool.
But it was I actually went there for 4 months to help set it up, and I went during the pandemic, like right when it hit. But it was great because here in Boston, everything was shut down. Like kids were, not at school. You couldn't do anything except go to the grocery store. I went to Charleston and like everything was still open. People didn't after a month, then people were like, all right, this is too much. And more things got open.
You should
after a week, it was Florida. Florida was too much.
No, hell, Citrus County never shut down.
No, during that 4 months that I was over there, I actually went to Florida because we had an issue with at Fort Myers Beach, the electrical. And when I went to Fort Myers, it's like nothing ever happened. No one cared. Yeah.
I mean, that was the big thing. Like I remember wearing the mask for about the first week, and we split our shifts in half. And we did like a week of wearing masks, and I remember customers coming in going, "Can you just take that off so I can see who I'm talking to and what you're trying to say?" Because I had one lady, she was like, "I feel like you're making faces behind the mask," and I was.
Except I drove from South Carolina to Florida, and at that time you were getting stopped like right at the border, and they were looking for documentation like what state are you coming from? And I had all Massachusetts stuff, so they were like, you can't come in. I was like, well, I have this lease, like I've already been there for a month, and since I was in South Carolina, it wasn't what do they call them, like those states that do you remember that term that they use for the states?
Florida is considered a free state.
No. He's talking about
during the pandemic
when COVID.
Risk
like
states.
High risk
states. Yeah,
high risk states. Yeah. Not Florida. Florida. I don't think was Florida a high risk state.
Technically, it probably was, but we weren't counting shit. We stopped counting after.
I had COVID long before it was cool. Like it made me deaf in my left ear, and that shit happened when I was in California back in like 2008. Like it shut my muscles down and everything.
Really?
Like I got real bad sick. Yeah, and I was like, nobody knew what it was then, and I was like, I don't know what
back
this is.
Back then, it was called something else.
Yeah,
but there was no lockdown, bud.
Yeah,
my wife was like, let's go to the grocery store. I'm like, I am dying. Please don't make me go anywhere. I got pulled over, and the cop came up to the passenger side window. Thank God, because that was the only ear I could hear out of. And I was like, I can't hear anything out of this ear. So yeah, that really sucks.
He still can't hear though.
What's that?
Exactly.
All right. What are plans for future, Krystian? I know you got these other projects, but what are your goals? What are your big time? This is what I really want to get into.
I really want to like get in a pilot and be reoccurring in some show. I think that would be that.
So would it matter if it's a comedy or a drama or?
So when I first started acting, I thought I was just going to do comedies. And then it's completely reversed. And I've just done either dramas, horrors, or I've done 2 comedies, and this is my second one. The first one I ever did was a horror comedy, where I was this asshole boss, and it was really fun. I got to yell at everybody and just be a dick. And that's coming out soon, called Curse Hearse. But I don't, I would love for it to be a comedy, because I think they're just so much more fun, and you could play with it more. If it's like a SVU, you're kind of just like in this one zone the whole time.
You got to get your serious face on.
Yeah, the whole time, just.
Well, I mean, some of the people from like SVU and stuff has made, just little roles, and then eventually they got bigger roles.
Yeah, happens a lot. You know?
So that's the thing, and that's why I asked if it was going to be a recurring role for you, even if it took you to another show, because I mean, if you have a character that has a kind of like a cult following, maybe I thought that would be pretty cool, right?
Yeah. I'm lucky that I'm in the Wolf universe. The Wolf is who makes all the shows, and so I've already got called in for auditions for like organized crime. So I know that I didn't fuck up, you know. So at least they're still giving me auditions.
That's good.
So
if they didn't like you, they wouldn't call you, right?
Exactly. Yep. You know, so you'll see a lot of people that have been like SVU, then they're organized crime, FBI, you know,
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago PD. So
Fire, all that. Yeah, I've seen a lot of them, you know, go back and forth and all, and you know, I like how that they go about doing their stuff. I mean, he's got a great following. He's done some great work, some great series.
Yeah. I've had some pretty cool auditions for like Jason Bateman's new show. I had an audition for that. They're filming right now. It's a limited series. It's going to be just like Jesus, Ozarks, but different.
Ooh,
they have the same director.
Loved Ozark, dude.
Yeah, this is gonna be really good.
Is it a spin off of it or no?
No, it's completely different, but it has like the same directors. You know, his wife from Ozark, she's one of the directors too.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so they brought like the whole team back. They have the same casting director, so it's
that should be interesting.
It's gonna be good.
I'm gonna need to get his phone number and go audition for something. So real quick, how does somebody that wants to get into acting, how would you recommend they start out? What should someone do?
I would go to an acting class, just a class, right? You'll meet people, you'll meet a teacher, they'll help you. It all depends where you live. And Boston, it's a smaller market, but I went to a class. You go on Backstage. That's a great place to start out, to just do auditions. And, they're generally smaller roles for like independent stuff. They sometimes have big roles on there too, but just start off with that. And it's really just making connections with everyone local. Like I got this role because my acting coach told the producer, hey, I know somebody. I didn't even have to audition for the role, which is crazy to me.
You have a specific look, right? So like when they say, hey, look, we're looking for like a undercover cop or something like that, because that's what you play in Blood Loss, right? You play a detective. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah.
And, so that's what Anthony said too. He was like, when I saw this guy, he has the look for the detective, what I needed.
Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. He's playing the detective and he's also playing Jason Voorhees. Now here's a good question.
No,
now, I was going to say, does Jason kill you?
Nope.
I mean, but I didn't actually want the answer to that one, because then
maybe
I'm still going to watch the movie any which way. But I just think that would have been a quite interesting interaction right there.
Yeah,
maybe the detective is dreaming.
Maybe there's a whole
lot of what ifs and maybes in this, right?
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I'm not even a detective. I don't know.
Maybe you're not the detective, right? Yeah. Maybe you're Jason dreaming.
Maybe the detective is Jason.
Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Balloon. Oh, man. All right. So, listen, we appreciate your time. Krystian, is there anything else before we let you take off? Is there anything else you want to tell our viewers, our listeners? Where they can find you, what you got coming up, that kind of stuff.
Well, you can find me probably Instagram, Krystian Bester 1. So KRYSTIANBESTER 1. And just right now, get some premiere tickets for Blood Loss. Come hang out with us, watch the movie. It'll be a fun time. November 16th. So, and then
that's why you were thinking the 16th.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I knew something was happening on the 16th.
You gotta, yeah. You have it on your because I'm definitely gonna jump in. That'll be fun.
I will message you about a week before just to remind you.
Perfect.
And
he's gonna be in the SVU gear. He's gonna be like, "Hey, listen."
I'll be with Ice-T and Mariska Hargitay. I'll be like, "Hey guys."
Yeah.
That's great. That's fantastic. All right, well, man, Krystian, thank you so much for allowing us to talk shit with you, and we'd love to have you back on.
Of course, anytime. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Mark. You guys are awesome.
Absolutely. Thank
you.
you. All right, we're gonna let you do your thing then, and then Mark, what do you got for us?
Oh no.
Oh,
you know the rules.
Come on. No, I don't want to do something different.
No. You know who's next week. Our last Tuesday one until the end of next month.
Yeah.
Who is next week? Who is our
next week? We have Dad Bod, the vet.
Yes.
Vet. What is it?
Dad Bod
Vet.
Veteran.
Yep. Real top-notch guy. You're gonna find him on TikTok if you just search Dad Bod Vet. Is that right?
Yep.
All right.
He's on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, I believe YouTube. He has a podcast. He's all around, and I'm grateful that he decided to come. I only had to bug him a few times.
Listen, when you have the best two viewers ever, my mom and your dad, it's fantastic, bro.
It's the other way around.
Yes, I know. I was being facetious.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they were watching from somewhere.
Guys, keep donating. We really appreciate that coming through. Mark's going to give everybody, I think, a little shout out at the Dealio on the 19th.
The Dealio.
The Dealio for the kids.
I will let everybody
Children's
know.
Miracle Network.
I will have a list of everybody that donates, and I will have.
Just going to run it through at the very end.
Or maybe the beginning. You never know. Whenever we do it.
Little credits action.
Somebody will have to just be watching the whole 3 hours to find out if they got mentioned.
All right, and then so follow our friend Krystian Bester, Krystian Bester 1 on Instagram. Did you say you got TikTok? No TikTok.
I don't have TikTok.
You're not a TikTok guy?
No.
Don't worry, your kids will your kids will have TikTok. You'll be on their stuff.
Yeah.
Then you got to figure out, do you want to do comedy on TikTok?
Yeah, there's all different ways to get in now.
Yeah. Listen, people will know you because they're going to be like, wait a minute, I've seen him in something before. Yeah,
exactly.
So maybe a good idea to start one. Just saying.
Yeah.
Brian told me to.
Myself I wouldn't, but that was before I started acting. Now I'm like, okay.
You kind of have to, I think.
Yeah. Dad Bod Vet will be on next Tuesday, 8 a.m. or p.m. a.m. Yeah, I'm barely up
over here. I swear to God.
I'm sorry. I'm just
All right, guys.
One of those days.
You guys ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. From us here at Talking Shit, my name is Brian.
I'm Mark.
And this is
Krystian Bester.
Krystian Bester. And we're out of here, guys.
Have a good night.
We'll be right back.